Hello friends. Today we are going to study another most important topic, and last video we have discussed about the descriptive epidemiological studies. In this video we will be discussing about the analytical study designs, and today we are going to study only one of them, that is case control studies. The another one is cohort study, which we'll be discussing in upcoming videos. So to begin with, the analytical epidemiological studies, here what we do hypothesis testing. In descriptive epidemiology, what we were doing, we were formulating a hypothesis. Now here we have to test that hypothesis, whether it is true, whether it is significant or not significant. So when we see these analytical epidemiological studies, there are four types of epidemiological studies. The first one is cross-sectional study, where we calculate the prevalence. The second one is case control, where we calculate the odds ratio. Third is cohort study, where we calculate the attributable risk, the relative risk, or the population attributable risk. And the fourth one is ecological study, where we find out the correlation. So among these, only two are very important. First one is case control, another one is cohort study. Usually you get a difference between case control and cohort study to write, but you can also get a long question on to both of them separately also and together also. So we will be discussing each one of them in great detail, and we have to focus on case control and cohort study. This odds ratio, attributable risk, population attributable risk, or relative risk, we will be discussing in separate videos, because these are mathematical concepts which need special emphasis, so we will be discussing them in another videos. So now talking about the basics of case control study. So here you need to focus that E comes after C. So this study proceeds from effect to cause. Matlab the disease has already happened and now you are investigating why does that disease happen. So it is also known as a retrospective study design. You are going back in time, therefore it is a retrospective study design. Now there are three features. First feature is both exposure and the outcome have already occurred. That means the exposure and the outcome both have already occurred. So nothing need to be done. And in this way, this study will minimize what? It will minimize the issues of ethicalness and patient risk, because everything has happened. So now you are not risking the patient anyway. So therefore, very less ethical issues are raised here. The second is the study proceeds backwards from effect to cause, which we have already talked about. So it affects from effect to cause, it moves, and then it needs a control or a comparison group. So it uses a control or a comparison group to support or refute the hypothesis. That is another important thing. Control or comparison group is needed. Now, first of all, you talk about what type of broad heading of that study design. So case control study is a type of analytical study. What we do hypothesis testing over here. The second thing you talk about the features of this study. What are the core features? Now you talk about the study design. And now here, this is very important thing to see, that the direction of inquiry is against the direction of time. See, time will always move forward, but the direction of inquiry here is backward. And this is what separates it or differentiates it from the retrospective cohort studies, which are usually known as prospective studies. So when we'll be talking about that, we'll be seeing again this feature. So right now you remember that here the direction of inquiry and the direction of time is opposite to each other. So this starts with, you have an exposed group and you have a not exposed group, but both of them have disease. Now these people who are having the disease are known as cases. So cases are people with the disease. Then again you have a control group. Now these are people who are not having the disease, but again here will be also two groups. One who was exposed but did not got the disease, and another will be one who is exposed but did got the disease. ठीक है? And ये सब कहाँ से आएंगे? ये सब आएंगे population से. So this starts with cases and control, who are exposed and not exposed. Now we form a 2 by 2 table. Now this 2 by 2 table is necessary for calculations purpose. So you should know how to make it, and because we will require it in odds ratio, relative risk and all that. So here you take cases and controls, and then disease or the risk factor was present or absent, matlab they were exposed or not exposed. So those who are exposed and did got the disease are A, but who are exposed but did not got the disease are B. Then same way you have C and D. We'll be discussing them when we'll talk about the mathematical things. Now what are the steps in conducting this case control study? The first step will be हमें case और control से study design move कर रही है. तो first we will select the cases and control. Now case में क्या होगा? You have to describe the eligibility criteria who will fit in the cases. जिनको disease हुआ है वो fit होंगे इसमें, और आपको diagnostic criteria और stage of disease ये सब भी study से पहले define करना पड़ेगा. Control कौन है? जिनको डिजीज़ नहीं हुआ उसी पॉपुलेशन में वो कंट्रोल हो जाएंगे ना. उसी पॉपुलेशन में जब हमने कहा कि कंट्रोल्स आर पीपल फ्रॉम द सेम पॉपुलेशन बट डिड नॉट गॉट द डिजीज़, देयर कम्स अ स्टेप ऑफ मैचिंग विच इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप. सो नाउ व्हाट हैपन्स इन मैचिंग? मैचिंग इज़ अ प्रोसेस बाय विच वी सेलेक्ट द केसेस, we select the controls in a way they are similar to the cases with respect to certain pertinent selected variables. कुछ पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल्स को लेके हम सेलेक्ट करते हैं. जैसे कि सबसे बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल इज फूड पॉइजनिंग दैट हैपन्स इन मेस. दैट इज द परफेक्ट एग्जाम्पल. नाउ व्हेन फूड पॉइजनिंग हैपन्स इन अ मेस, देयर आर पीपल हु everyone was having the same food. Now certain people got exposed, certain people did not got exposed. Well, certain people got the disease and certain people did not got the disease. The people who got the disease are known as cases, and certain people who did not got the disease are those controls. Now these cases में भी कुछ लोग ऐसे होंगे जो मेस में खाना खाए होंगे तो वो एक्सपोज हो गए होंगे, जो नहीं खाएंगे वो नॉन एक्सपोज होगा. कंट्रोल में भी सेम होगा, एक्सपोज एंड नॉट एक्सपोज. ठीक, बट कॉमन क्या है इनमें केसेस और कंट्रोल में? दे आर द पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन द सेम हॉस्टल एंड ऑलवेज कंज्यूमिंग फूड फ्रॉम द सेम मेस. So there are certain selected variables. These variables can be age, gender, or anything of that sort. Okay. Then third step is measurement of exposure. You see how much they were exposed. That is measurement of exposure. And then you will analyze कि exposure rates किस में ज़्यादा था, cases में कि control में, और फिर disease risk निकालेंगे, वो odds ratio से निकालेंगे. ठीक है, वो सब हम बात की वीडियोज़ में टॉक करेंगे. Now, what are the advantages of this study? The advantage is that it was easy to be carried out. You did not have to do anything because everything has already happened in previously. ठीक है. Then it is rapid because everything has happened. You just need to analyze the things. Fewer subjects are usually here. मैं इसमें कितने ही लोग हो जाएंगे? 300-400 से ज़्यादा नहीं होंगे ना, उतने भी नहीं होते. Suitable for rare disease. Rare disease के लिए क्यों suitable है? क्योंकि आपको मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ी, चीज़ें हो चुकी थी पहले. अगर आप रेयर डिजीज़ के लिए मेहनत करते तो आपका पैसा बहुत ज़्यादा खर्च हो जाता, एथिकल कंसर्न्स बहुत होते, वो आपको नहीं करना पड़ा, वो सब पहले हो चुका है. ठीक है. देन देयर इज़ नो पेशेंट रिस्क बिकॉज ऑलरेडी थिंग्स हैव हैपेंड. देयर इज़ मिनिमम एथिकल इश्यूज एंड देयर इज़ नो एट्रिशन. व्हाट इज़ एट्रिशन? एट्रिशन मीन्स लॉस टू फॉलो अप. पीपल, आप अपनी स्टडी में एनरोल करो, उनको फॉलोअप करने की कोशिश करोगे, थोड़ी देर बाद कुछ छोड़ के चले जाएंगे, उनको नहीं समझ आएंगे आप, तो वो एट्रिशन होता है. यहाँ पर एट्रिशन हो ही नहीं सकता क्योंकि सब कुछ पहले हो चुका है, तो क्यों छोड़ के कोई जाने वाला है. ठीक. डिसएडवांटेज क्या है कि बहुत सारे बायस आ जाते हैं. अब बायस क्या होते हैं, विल बी ऑल्सो डिस्कसिंग इन सेपरेट वीडियो सेपरेटली. बायस बेसिकली मतलब मैंने अपने हिसाब से कंट्रोल चूज़ कर लिया तो गड़बड़ हो गया ना प्रॉपर. सिलेक्शन ऑफ अप्रोप्रिएट कंट्रोल ये बहुत आसानी से नहीं हो पाता है, बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स फंसते हैं. फिर हम इंसिडेंस नहीं मेजर कर सकते. इंसिडेंस क्या होता है, प्रेवलेंस क्या होता है, ये सब भी हम नेक्स्ट सेपरेट वीडियो में बात करेंगे. जितने भी मैथमेटिकल टर्म्स हैं वो हम लोग अलग से बात करेंगे. वैसे इंसिडेंस का मतलब होता है नंबर ऑफ न्यू केसेस दैट इज हैपनिंग. बट यहाँ क्या है, सब कुछ पहले से हो रखा है, तो न्यू केसेस कहाँ से आएंगे? न्यू नहीं आएंगे, यहाँ पुराने ही रहेंगे. तो प्रेवलेंस निकल सकता है, इंसिडेंस नहीं निकल सकता. प्रेवलेंस क्या होता है, नंबर ऑफ ओल्ड प्लस न्यू केसेस. इट डज़ नॉट डिफ्रेंशिएट बिटवीन कि कॉज था कि रिस्क फैक्टर. बीमारी हो चुकी है तो अब वो जिस प्रॉब्लम मतलब जिस जो भी फाइंड आउट किया कि इस वजह से हुआ, मान लो ख़राब में से खाना था उससे हो गया, स्टेल फूड था, तो वो रिस्क फैक्टर है कि या कॉजेटिव एजेंट है, ये नहीं डिफ्रेंशिएट कर पाएंगे क्योंकि ऑलरेडी चीज़ें हो चुकी हैं. फिर इट इज़ नॉट सूटेबल फॉर इवेलुएशन ऑफ अ थेरेपी और प्रोफाइलैक्सिस. हम इवेलुएट जब करते हैं किसी थेरेपी या प्रोफाइलैक्सिस को तो फॉरवर्ड इन टाइम जाते हैं. यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, बैकवर्ड इन टाइम जा रहे हैं ना. एंड रिप्रेजेंटेटिवनेस ऑफ केसेस एंड कंट्रोल इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट, कि किसको आप केस कहोगे, किसको कंट्रोल कहोगे, ये बोलने में बहुत आसान लगता है, पर चूज़ करना एक बहुत अच्छी स्टडी डिज़ाइन के लिए डिफ़िकल्ट होता है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज़ अनदर प्रॉब्लम. सो whenever you get a long question on cohorts or case control study, what you will talk about, it is a retrospective study. Then you talk about the features of it. Then talk about the study design order diagram properly, 2x2 table. Then write about the basic steps in conducting. There are 4 steps: selection of cases and control. Then you will do matching. Then you will do the measurement of exposure. And finally, what you will do? You will do the analysis. And then you will talk about the advantages and disadvantages. So in the next upcoming video, we will be talking about the cohort studies. Thank you so much.